Hey guys, Magenta is back here today again with another Buddyfight deck profile. And as promised, it's my Raging Spirits deck profile. So, Raging Spirits, which build is it? It's the Commandant of Enma Alliance Burn Nova build. Well, let me just quickly get off the deck profile. So, afterwards you will then realize the key points, the key winning condition of the deck. So, Buddy Monster is Dragon Baby Ricky. If your other Raging Spirit will leave the field, you may put this card in your drop zone. If you do, that card remains on the field. Size 0. Okay, so moving on to size 3s. So, 3 copies of 4th Omni Firelord Burn Nova. Omnilord, when your life will become 0 and during your opponent's turn, pay 3 gauge, your life becomes 1. Blah blah blah, you can read it yourself. Really OP card. And he has triple attack. Take note of this, triple attack and 2 crits. Yeah, so could be one of your main conditions. Basically drop your opponent to 6 life, and you just let your life go to 0 and you call him out and you get to do 6 damage to your opponent. Yeah, so 3 copies of Burn Nova, it's a lifesaver, and 3 gauge is really not too hard to get. So of course, another version of Burn Nova is Commandant of Enma Alliance Burn Nova. Omnilord, pay 2 gauge, you may discard Raging Spirits from your hand. If you do, for this turn, this card gets abilities from the discarded card. You may only use this ability once per turn. Penetrate, Lifelink 5, 3 crits. Okay, so the combo works when you have this on the field, let's say on the right, and you have a Burn Nova in your hand. So let's say you have Burn Novas in your hand. Yeah, you got 3 Burn Nova, so just discard Burn Nova into your drop zone. Enma Alliance Burn Nova gets triple attack, so you attack him with 3 crits 3 times. It's total of 9 damage with Penetrate. It's pretty OP if you to ask me. So that's the main winning condition. Yeah, and of course, that's for offensive. Another defensive play you can make with Burn Nova is to discard a normal Raging Spirit size 3, which redirects attacks, so he can tank attacks for you as well. Yeah. So next, 2 copies of Venom Nova. Omnilord, pay 2 gauge. If this card will leave the field, pay another 2 gauge, and then this card remains on the field. Yeah. Sorry if I sound really if I sound like I'm stammering, because I don't know, man. Just can't get into the mood of this. Feeling pretty sleepy. 9k power, 3 crits, 6k defense, lifelink 5. Yeah. Can use it as a backup boss monster. 3 crits penetrate, and if you have a ton of gauge, just call him in the center, and basically he's not gonna die. Moving on, so that's it for the Burn Novas, or the Novas. So the normal size 3 Raging Spirits, 2 copies of Descent Dragon Emperor Everrock. When your opponent's card attacks, change the attack to this card. If you have a monster, if both you and your opponent has only 1 monster, this card gets additional power and cannot be destroyed by effects. Lifelink 2. 2 copies of this. So moving on, 3 copies of Bash Dragon Emperor Champion Lord. Pay 2 gauge Raging Spirits effect and double attack lifelink 2. Double attack works really well with your Enma Alliance Burn Nova as well. And lastly, 4 copies of Edge Knuckle. Edge Knuckle, his skill, pay 1 gauge. When your opponent's card attacks, change it to this card, and if this card is the only card attacking, this card's attack cannot be nullified. Lifelink 2. So also can be discarded for Enma Alliance skill, and of course that 3 crit cannot be nullified. So that's it for the size 3s. So moving on to size 2 monsters. 3 copies of Wicked Dragon of Fabrication Demonica. Basically a spell nullification for Raging Spirits. 3 copies of this. And moving on, size 1s, or rather actually kind of like size 0, so 4 copies of this card, Cut Billy. So it's a size 1 monster which turns into a size 0 when you have size 3 Raging Spirits and Lifelink 1, and he has awesome 3 crits. 4 copies of this, maximize the damage output by your deck. And lastly, 4 copies of our buddy monster, Dragon Baby Ricky, to prevent destruction of your monsters. Pretty cool. So that's it for the monsters. I mean, technically, if you can actually count Demonica as a spell, but whatever. It's still monster, you know. Moving on, for items, we run 3 copies of Disposition on the Chief. If you don't know the effect, equip cost of 1 gauge. When this card attacks, if you have Raging Spirits, put the top card of your deck into your gauge. 5/2 weapon. And 1 copy of Scatter Armor Enma, an item that cannot be nullified. Yeah, basically you can read it yourself. Also 5/2, similar stat line. So this can be the finisher. This is what you want for early game. So that's it, 4 copies of items. Items not really important, it's a bonus, so 4 copies is enough. Moving on to the spells. 2 copies of Dragonic Grimoire for Ancient World. 5 life or less, discard your hand and draw 3 cards. So moving on to the actual protection spells of your monsters. 4 copies of Result of Dragon Work. Choose a Raging Spirits monster in battle and give it 6k power, 6k defense. Yeah, it's Wrath of Dragon for Raging Spirits. So moving on, 4 copies of Surges and Dragons of Life. Yeah. Focus, come on. Pay 1 gauge, choose a Raging Spirits on your field. During this turn, the next time that card will be destroyed, you may prevent it from leaving the field. So, simplified version of Wrath Trigger, which doesn't give counter attack, but it's pretty cool. So that's the part where it prevents monster destructions. And of course, in every deck we need the nullifiers. 4 copies of Dragon Prudent. And lastly, every Ancient World decks need this card, Dragon Emperor Legend. So yeah, put the top card of your deck into your gauge and draw a card and gain 1 life. You may only cast this card once per turn. So it's a free plus for yourself, 1 gauge and 1 life for free. Yeah, however it's once per turn. So yeah, that's it for the deck, guys. Kinda boring, right? I don't know, man. Raging Spirits is one of the decks which don't really know too much about, man. Yeah, I mean, seldom play with or play against Raging Spirits, so yeah, that's about it. So come on, next few decks that we have for deck profiles is our Hero World, our Legend World Hero deck. Yeah, so kind of like a sneak peek. I mean, it's a really old deck, but yeah, only recently I managed to get the cards because yeah, I kind of bought it from someone. Yeah, that's one of the decks. Next one would be our Blue Sky Knights deck, featuring new support like Boomerang Dragon and even more new support like the new Systemic Dagger. Yeah, so that's something to look forward to. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like down below to show me some support. If you're new to my channel, subscribe if you'd like to see more Buddyfight deck profile, card reviews, stuff like that. So be sure to add me on Facebook. You can ask me any questions on Buddyfight. Yeah, so until the next video, goodbye, take care, see you.